EPCOT's first festival of 2024 is here. Festival of the Arts brings over 17 food booths, live Broadway performances, artists, scavenger hunts, and more. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. We've seen, done, and eaten it all today, and we are going to show you the best of the fest from the 2024 EPCOT Festival of the Arts. The 2024 Festival of the Arts runs from January 12th to February 19th, and there are over 17 food booths at this festival, but there's plenty more to do than just eat around EPCOT, although I don't know why you would want to, because eating around EPCOT is the best. This is a celebration of culinary, visual, and performing arts, so you're going to find live shows and traveling artists throughout the festival as well. You never really know what's going to show up. The Disney on Broadway concert series features performances by some of Broadway's most accomplished actors, and the performances take place at 5:30, 6:45, and 8 p.m. on each night at the America Gardens Theater. There are also musical performances at the stage at World Showcase Plaza, the front entrance to World Showcase, as well as the acrobatic art-defying gravity show and live painters. Don't forget to look down, as EPCOT also welcomes several incredibly talented chalk artists every day during the festival. There's also an area for kids to play with chalk too. Dozens of Disney and visiting artists appear at the Festival of the Arts, and several signing times are scheduled throughout the event, so be sure to check that festival passport for dates and times if that's something you're interested in. At 12:30 and 1:30 daily, you can participate in the Animation Academy, where you can learn to draw Disney characters at the America Gardens Theater, and you should keep an eye out for those photo ops where you can step into famous paintings and try your hand at your own artwork by helping to create the massive interactive wall mural. You can search for Figment by following clues provided through famous works of art strategically located around World Showcase with Figment's Brush with the Master's Scavenger Hunt. This map costs $9.99 and comes with a prize, a paint your own Figment or Mickey figure. Or if you want a free scavenger hunt, you can look for all the artwork included in chock full of character. If you want to take home a souvenir, you got plenty of options from artwork sold around the park to the official festival merchandise line, including Figment Spirit jerseys and the wildly popular lug bag that sold out within the first hour of being on sale, day one. It did get restocked later in the day, but this is one you'll want to grab if you see it and you want it. And if you want to grab that Figment popcorn bucket, remember it's on mobile order, so no waiting in 6-hour-long lines to purchase this one, thank goodness. There is a ton to do at this year's festival, and we have a fully updated for 2024 ebook to help you plan. This guide is packed with show times, performer lineups, food crawls, tips, hacks, and of course, full color photos and reviews of every single dish at the festival. Our team has been working hard to put this one together for you with the latest and greatest tips we have on hand to help you become an expert on this festival. You're going to find this and all of our other snack and festival guidebooks over at dfbstore.com. Use code YouTube to get an extra discount, and be sure to stay tuned to the end of the video for some of our best Festival of the Arts, which we call farts, tip. And now, our choices for the best food at this year's festival. Are you ready? We are starting with a grilled marinated skirt steak at the Craftsman Courtyard. The skirt steak with the mushrooms is a winning combo. The steak was super tender, but there was still enough fat to give it a lot of flavor. The bread was light and complemented the steak really nicely. We seriously enjoyed everything at this booth and fully recommend it to you. We're still thinking about that steak. Now, we loved that rainbow cake with freeze-dried Skittles last year at Figment's Inspiration Station at the Odyssey, and now it's back for 2024. This cake was really moist, all those layers of icing in between the cake. It was almost like a zebra cake, but better. The freeze-dried Skittles are a little bit strange consistency-wise, but Disney's really been leaning into these all year, so you've probably had something with those on them. They worked pretty well when combined with the cake, though, and it's a gorgeous dessert. It's gonna light up your Instagram and your taste buds. Get it for $5.50. Heading over to the funnel cake stand, which is right next to the American Adventure Pavilion, you've got a crazy chocolate funnel cake sandwich. This tastes really similar to Cocoa Krispies cereal, and it was actually pretty delicious. Be warned, though, it is expensive. Luckily, we have a little bit of a cheat. The flavors all come together as a kind of chocolate cereal flavored ice cream sundae, and it was really, really good. They don't always hit it out of the park here at the funnel cake stand, but this year's Festival of the Arts funnel cake is definitely a winner. If you're using the dining plan, you can get this funnel cake with a snack credit, which is an unbelievable deal. That's our cheat for you. If you have the Disney dining plan this year, and don't forget there's a free Disney dining plan available now too to Disney Plus subscribers, you can get this 12 $5 snack for a snack credit. That is unbelievable. Usually they don't have snack credits that are more than like $7. So the festival is the place to use your snack credits. Next up is the grilled pork belly at Craftsman's Courtyard. Let's all take a moment to appreciate raclette cheese and the fact that it exists. Cool? Okay, so was this cooked well? Yes. Did we like the flavor profile? Yes. Was it worth the price? Yes. That's 3 yeses, people. And shockingly, it's sometimes hard to get all of those with food at Disney World. So these flavors exploded in our mouths. The greens and tomato were soft against the lightly spiced pork belly, and all that loveliness was placed on top of a soft bread covered with salsa verde cream. It was excellent. You can try this dish for $6.75. Headed over to Mexico. This is the tostada de langosta at El Artista Hambriento. This was a big winner for us. This is a new item for 2024. You can try it for $8. The lobster and the aioli work really well together, and there's a bit of spice that's not overwhelming. The guac was fresh, the cabbage added a nice crunch. We loved it, would get it again. Also the carne asada at the same booth. This is back this year. It's not a new item, but it was fantastic last year, and it's changed just a tiny bit in 2024. This is chipotle marinated beef sirloin, same as in 2023, but now it's topped with grilled queso fresco, nopales salad with queso fresco foam, and chicharron dust. Even with the changes, this is still a best of the fest in our opinion. You can get it for $10.50, and the meat was tender. The grilled queso fresco was the best part of this dish, though. It really added that delicious cheesy flavor to the whole thing. Our next item takes us to Pop Eats for a fantastic returning grilled cheese creation. This is the tomato soup with pimento cheese, bacon, and fried green tomatoes. It comes with a lovely little tomato soup in a can this year, and this little meal costs $6.50. We loved it last year with a savory creamy soup and the not too spicy sandwich, and while the classic grilled cheese sandwich paired with the soup, another option at this booth, is tasty, the elevated grilled cheese takes things to another level. There's a bit of spice, not heat, just spice from the pimento, and all the flavors pair very well together. But take our advice, dip that grilled cheese in the soup. It's a partnership here, and the elements combined are what make this a star. Italy is coming in with a rare win. The torta ricotta di cioccolata at L'Arte di Mangiare, I don't know, did I say that right? Maybe, let me know. Is a cheesecake, and it is phenomenal. Can we talk about that plating? Now that is a beautiful cake. It's a little standard, it's cheesecake, but the chocolatey taste gives it the wow factor we were hoping for in this dish. You can try this new dessert for $8. If you've had the hummingbird cake from Homecoming in Disney Springs, you likely know just how incredibly delicious this treat can be, and the hummingbird cake at the artist table is thankfully back this year. The cake is a little different than in 2023. This year it's banana and pecan cake dipped in cream cheese icing with caramel sauce and warm pineapple compote, and it's priced at $4.75. This was a very decadent dessert. It reminded us of ginger spice cake covered in the icing of a cinnamon roll. We really enjoyed it once again this year. Heading over to France, the salmon fumé mousse at L'Art de Cuisine Française. Look, we get it. It looks a little weird. You could go as far as saying it looks kind of gross, but just wait. The flavors here come together in a surprising yet magical way. The salmon has a nice texture. It's got that buttery flavor we've come to love in a good salmon. The mousse is soft and creamy, and if you're willing to embrace the soft textures in this fish dish, it is well worth a try. Be brave and you won't regret it. It's priced at $7.95. Now, the beef Wellington that was at the artist table in 2022 and the Craftsman's Courtyard in 2023 is now at Cuisine Classique. No matter where this dish travels to, though, it remains a must-get, and it's on our best of the fest. This one features mushroom duxelles, prosciutto, and puff pastry with red wine demi-glace and baby vegetables. It's priced at $8.75, and it's gorgeous. It's a popular dish and a frequent favorite of ours, and the best part is that red wine demi-glace. It is spectacular. When we just tried the beef Wellington without, we were like, okay, it's fine, but the demi-glace takes it up a lot of notches. It adds sweet and savory flavors, moisture, and complexity. Okay, this next one is back and the best of the fest. Again, it's the deconstructed key lime pie at the Deconstructed Dish. Need a sweet treat to balance the savory snacks? Stop by the Deconstructed Dish for this one. It's made with flexible key lime curd, key lime mousse, graham cracker cake, and meringues. It's $6.50 and is also part of the wonderful Walk of Colorful Cuisine. Get 5 of the 7 designated items and you can get a free prize. This dish has generally been fabulous, and this year it wowed us again. The mousse is light and and refreshing. The graham cracker cake goes well with the dish as a whole, and it's delicious. If you're a key lime pie fan, don't miss your chance to have it in this unique and beautiful way. But key lime pie isn't the only deconstructed dish making our returning bests this year. The deconstructed BLT is back again this year. I don't know if we've ever had a Best of the Fest for Festival of the Arts that doesn't have this item in it, and I think it's been at Festival of the Arts since the very beginning year. This dish is made with pork belly, onion bread pudding, watercress espuma, and tomato jam. The only difference is that it doesn't have the soft poached egg this year. It's priced at $7.25, and while it looks a little different than it did last year, don't let it fool you. It is still just as good. You can certainly enjoy everything separately, but putting it all together makes it even better. The tomato jam is still really sweet this year, but it's a great complement to everything else. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. You definitely have to try this. If you love mushrooms, cheese, and deliciously savory flavors in general, do not overlook the wild mushroom risotto at Gourmet Landscapes. This has made our Best of the Fest list many times. It's been a long-time DFB favorite, and it can be all yours for $9.75 this year. Also, you can get that for a snack credit on your Disney dining plan. The dish is served with truffle shavings and Zinfandel reduction, and it's worth every penny. It is wonderfully rich and thick, and you pair that with the mushroom flavor that really comes through with the delicious Parmesan cheese, and you definitely have hit the jackpot. This is also our plant-based Best of the Fest pick, but it's so good it's on the main list. Everyone should get this one. If you love beef and want something savory, look no further. This returning short rib comes with parsnip puree, broccolini, baby tomatoes, and balsamic glaze, and it's priced at $8.75. It's the red wine braised beef short rib at Pastoral Palate. The short ribs were full of flavor, not too salty. The balsamic glaze was awesome. The parsnip puree was creamy, and when all combined together, it was a delicious bite. Next is the chorizo and potato empanada vibrante vivido. The chorizo and potato empanada is a delicious pick. It's served with turmeric aioli and annatto aioli, and it's a wonderful walk of colorful cuisine item too, so it'll help you work toward that free prize. We noticed a lot of folks talking about the empanada, and now that we've had it, we get it. It's beautiful. It's also filled with so much chorizo that it could be the kind of snack that would hold you over till you can get a full meal. Be warned though, that chorizo just packs some heat. We have a feeling it could please a lot of people out there though. Get it for $6.75. Great price for that much protein. Okay, we've made it to our honorable mentions. While these may not be full Best of the Fest winners, we did want to highlight them because they were particularly good. The sushi donut at Goshiki, which is the Japan Pavilion. This is a longtime favorite and for good reason. This is a donut-shaped sushi item featuring salmon, tuna, shrimp, cucumber, and sesame seed over a decorated plate of wasabi aioli, sriracha aioli, and eel sauce. It's a popular pick that is particularly fun because of its shape, plus the colorful nature of the sushi donut makes it awesome to photograph. In terms of taste, when we've had it in the past, the fish has been really fresh and it practically melts in your mouth. Plus, the spicy sauces did add a great layer of flavor. It was basically the same this year, but we do think it needs some additional soy sauce just because of how much rice there is. Still, it's an iconic festival snack. Don't miss your chance to pick this one up for a limited time for $8.75. At the Painted Panda booth in China, you'll find the tasty char siu pork bun. Essentially, this is pork with a tasty sauce on a bao bun. Simple, yet delicious. In 2022, we described this item as glorious, and in 2023, it was quite good once again. The pork was tougher last year than it had been in the past, but this year the bao bun tasted fresh, soft, and pillowy, and the pork was a nice chew with a very smoky, savory flavor. It delivers year after year, and we're so glad it's back. This beauty can be all yours for $8.50. Are you ready to have mussels in the middle of a theme park? Yes, this dream can be a reality if you stop by Cuisine Classique for the cast iron roasted PEI mussels. That's Prince Edward Island for you Anne of Green Gables fans. Now, these mussels are served with sauteed tomatoes, garlic, and fresh herbs and can be yours for $8. When we've had these in the past, they've been super tasty. The mussels were perfectly cooked. The main flavors are that garlic and red chili flake that gives that a rich kick, and these are worth trying if you like mussels. Next is the creme de brie and petit pain at l'Art de Cuisine Française in France. This is that warm, creamy brie in a house-made bowl. What is not to love? It's just a bunch of melted cheese in bread. It's typically a hit. We were thrilled to see it return. Last year, the portion size was a little bit small and the brie didn't quite deliver on flavor. This year, this dish is creamy, the cheese is soft and smooth, and the bread is nice and warm. This is a heartwarming, cozy, elevated snack that we will recommend over and over again. If you love melty cheese and bread, get it ASAP. You can try it for $9.95. It probably should be in the main Best of the Fest list, but I'm not going to argue with everybody. They wanted to put it in the honorable mentions. I get it. And still in the France Pavilion, we've got the frozen French martini. If you're looking for a cool, delicious, and refreshing drink to enjoy at the festival on a hot Florida day, we've got got it right here. The frozen French martini is a returning favorite, made with Grey Goose vodka, Chambord liqueur, pineapple orange, and grape juices with lemon lime foam. The combo of flavors is lovely here and results in a sweet and refreshing punch-type drink that's easy to sip on as you stroll through EPCOT. Get it for $15.25. Okay, you ready for the banana margarita? Yep, we've got the Smoky Banana Bliss margarita at El Artista Hambriento over there in Mexico. This one has real banana puree in it, along with some other tasty ingredients like 10-to-1 rum, illegal mezcal joven, and lime juice. Intrigued? This was absolutely delicious. The banana flavor is really strong because it's puree instead of just a syrup. There's a hint of smokiness from that mezcal and a bit of rum, but it's mostly banana coming through. We loved it. Try it for $15.50. Okay, let's talk kiddos. Here are our best of the fests for the kids. Artist Palette Jumbo Chocolate Chip Cookie at Refreshment Port, always on our best of the fest list for the kids. If you want something that'll keep your kids entertained, this one's a good choice. In terms of its taste, it's a regular standard chocolate chip cookie, so there's nothing special about it, but it's a good thing for those with picky palates. Get it? Okay. This design is really what makes it a standout for kids. It's got different paint icing colors with it with a little paintbrush so kids can have a blast coloring their cookie before they eat it. Grab it for $5.50. Next is the grape smoothie with freeze-dried Skittles at Figment's Inspiration Station at the Odyssey Pavilion. These freeze-dried Skittles return again, and while the rainbow cake with these beauties is something we think everyone would enjoy, the grape smoothie with freeze-dried Skittles is a perfect pick for little ones. The drink definitely has a strong artificial grape flavor, so be warned. If that sounds like heaven for your kid though, then don't miss it. The best part about this item is that you get to keep the souvenir Figment cup it comes in, so let your kid drink the smoothie and keep the cup for yourself. Oh, fine, you can give it to them. Get one for $5.75. Now, if like with the cookie situation, you've got a kid that likes paint and creativity and they like cheese, then check out the mozzarella frita at L'Art de Manger. This is a flash fried breaded fresh mozzarella with artist palette of condiments and it's priced at $8.50. Basically, it's a fancy cheese puck with toppings that is a create your own art project. The presentation is fun, but it is expensive for what you get. Still, if you have a little one who likes cheese and sauces and art, this could be a fun buy, and then you've got a paint palette you can take home and they can use it to paint. And finally, it's time to crown the best of the fest booths. The winner this year is the Craftsman's Courtyard. We feel very passionate about this choice. Everything we tried at this booth was a winner, from the steak to the coffee old-fashioned cocktail. This booth made us so happy. This is where that pork with raclette cheese is. Really good. Do yourself a favor, go visit this one. It's definitely geared toward meat lovers, but that meat was excellent. Everything was tender, juicy, flavorful, just chef's kiss across the board at this particular booth. We'll keep coming back here throughout the festival. Runner-up this year was Pop Eats. Now, Pop Eats is an annual favorite of ours. It's that grilled cheese and soup. What more can we possibly ask for in the winter? And our particular favorite here is that grilled cheese with pimento cheese, bacon, and fried green tomatoes. But the plain grilled cheese is good too. Even the new dessert was fabulous. Just look how pretty it is. Yep, we're still obsessed with this one. And the next runner-up is L'Art de Cuisine Française over there in France. France brought its A game this year, from the inventive new salmon dishes to that sweet martini. We were pleasantly surprised by everything we tried. Of course, the cheesy brie bread bowl is a classic. You may have to get past the looks of some of these menu items, but we promise this booth has winners. All right, are you ready for some tips for this particular festival? Opening day is always the most crowded, but if you can, avoid visiting the festival on the weekends. Opening weekend this year coincides with Martin Luther King Day, and those 3-day weekends are always busy at Disney. The final weekend of the festival is also a 3-day weekend for President's Day. That being said, Festival of the Arts tends to be the least crowded of the 4 annual EPCOT festivals. Second tip, have your plan of attack. Over at Disney Food Blog, we've got free printables of all the dishes at this year's festival. Like I said, we've eaten every single one, we've got full reviews, and we've got a handy map to help you navigate the festival. You can get that stuff for free over at DFB. When you get to EPCOT, don't forget to grab a festival passport so you can check show times and more, and you should pack a tray. Yep, we tell you this for every festival, like a cafeteria tray or something a little bit smaller that's easy to tuck into your backpack, so you don't have to worry about juggling all those little paper food boats and drinks as you find somewhere, hopefully not the top of a trash can, to set down your food and eat. If you want to quick quick cheat sheet for the festival. We've got our updated map and food checklist. You can grab those for free at disneyfoodblog.com/arts. Or just scan the QR code. And don't forget that if you want more info, we've got every detail in our 2024 DFB guide to the EPCOT Festival of the Arts at dfbstore.com. Now remember that if you're using the Disney dining plan, you can use your snack credits on many items at the food booths, and this is going to be the best value to use your snack credits anywhere in any park. I guarantee this. This has been one of our tips for the last 20 years of the dining plan. It started in 2005. I actually bought it in 2005, so it's been almost 20 years that the dining plan has been in existence, even though it's been MIA the past few years. EPCOT festivals will always be one of the best places to use those credits because they let things be snack credits that cost more than usual. So keep an eye out for that little DDP logo. And this is going to be some of the best dining plan deals, with that funnel cake coming in at $12. Now, if you want to guarantee a great seat for those Broadway shows, Disney on Broadway Concert Series dining packages are available. These offer guests the chance to pair lunch or dinner, either a 3-course meal or a full buffet based on the location, at a participating Epcot table service restaurant with guaranteed priority seating for an evening show on the same date. Packages started at $50 for adults and at $21 per kid. Akershus, Beer Garden, Coral Reef, Garden Grill, Le Cellier, Rose and Crown, and Spice Road Table all offer advanced dining reservations for these packages. And a same-day walk-up Disney on Broadway dining package is available at an Epcot counter service location, Regal Eagle Smokehouse, and the American Adventure Pavilion, offering guaranteed seating with a meal at a lower price point. Almost every aspect of the park joins in on the festival's artistic festivities, and that includes the character meet and greets. Several characters, especially Disney princesses, have their own piece of artwork, each with their own unique art style that suits the character perfectly. Even Pluto gets in on the fun with some paint splatter on his collar. And the festival official food crawl, the wonderful Walk of Colorful Cuisine, is back this year. Guests purchase 5 to 7 designated items at various food booths, receiving a stamp in their festival passport for each item. Then they can get a free mixed berry slush and cookie at the Deco Delights booth. Again, we mentioned a couple of our Best of the Fest are part of this wonderful Walk of Colorful Cuisine, so don't forget to get your stamps. Okay, that's a wrap on this year's Festival of the Arts Best of the Fest. If there's a dish you're curious about that didn't make our Best of the Fest list, we've got full reviews over at disneyfoodblog.com. If you're headed to Disney World soon, be sure to subscribe to the channel and check out our free newsletter so you can stay up to date on all the latest Disney Parks news. We'd love to see you around here again. Thanks for listening, everyone, and thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.